the Yoga Hosers. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of the trailer, and then we'll do our review. I'm not gonna even show the whole trailer, just a little bit. If y'all haven't heard about Yoga Hosers, you're like, what the hell is Yoga Hosers? I ain't heard of this shit. Well, you should. It's by the great Kevin Smith. Yeah, Kevin Smith with the rabid, loyal fan base that he has. I mean, when the great Kevin Smith comes out with a movie, the guy who made such classics as Clerks, Chasing Amy, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Tusk. I mean, it is not just a release of a movie, Martin. It is an event.
Plus, at the end of Tusk, I thought, it can't end here.
It cannot end here.
There's got to be more.
Oh.
I want to live in this universe again.
Martin, well, I'm happy to say that the great Kevin Smith welcomes you back to the Tusk universe with the Colleens this time, Martin. The Colleens, you know those two girls that were working, those two very Canadian girls that were working the convenience store that the unfortunate Justin Long saw before he was turned into a seafaring mammal.
A to Z.
A to the Z.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and take a look at what the Yoga Hosers are up to since Tusk.
Ew, why did your dad text me like 37 times?
Oh my god, he's making us work tonight! Oh my god!
9. So much 9, it's almost 10. 9.
Right now, y'all say, what the fuck is this all about right here? You know, let me just jump right into it and tell y'all about this film. But let me preface it with this. For those out there, for that one guy who was writing a script that you put your heart and soul into, for that one guy out there that has a story to tell and is just aspiring to be a filmmaker, that is your dream to do that. Well, I'm telling you right now, don't see this movie, because if you do, you'll take that script and you'll burn that shit. Because you ask yourself, why the fuck do I even try?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, we got a man right here. You'll ask yourself, why the fuck am I even doing this? I'm actually trying to tell a story that I've written for 5 years that's actually good. And this man right here, Kevin Smith, made a fucking hour-and-a-half long YouTube video about sausage Nazis that crawl up people's asses and kill them. And also made this as a vehicle for his daughter, and got one of the world's highest paid actors to be in this long ass YouTube video that somehow made it to the screen, all because his daughter went to school with that guy's daughter. Mm-hmm. You know, it's one of those deals where it's like, I look at this and I say, wow, man, it really isn't about talent anymore. It's all about skill. No, I'm sorry, it's not about skill. It's all about the skill of networking and putting your name out there, and it's all about who you know and maybe even a little bit of luck. I mean, this motherfucker even had a Marvel Stan Lee cameo in his movie.
Oh, damn Yoga Hosers.
I mean, this is shit that only Marvel can pull out. But hey, Kevin Smith, the Yoga Hosers.
Hey, DC was there too, though.
Who else? Oh, Kevin Conroy?
Yep, Kevin Conroy popped up.
The voice of Batman?
Batman pops up in this. And
Batman was in this shit.
You're like, no, you're above this. And then he has the nerve to do the Batman voice.
Oh.
Batman was in this. People say the definitive Batman today, the voice, that's all you need. Kevin Conroy's in this shit. I don't know how many people Kevin Smith got in his basement that he gets all these people in here. But this shit is, I don't understand this. And that really makes me, I know that I probably shouldn't, because this is what Kevin wants to do. He wants to make critics angry with this shit. And I'll get into that in a little bit. I know I shouldn't be angry about it, but there are people out there who cannot actually get good fucking movies made. And he all of a sudden gets a couple of companies, 2 or 3 companies to fund this shit. This whole thing about him thinking critics have this grudge against him, it's not. And I even tell you this much, to tell you that I'm not having a grudge against him. I didn't go in here wanting to hate this movie. We even got drunk before we saw it. And
y'all were far beyond drunk.
Wait,
oh my God.
Okay, it was the two of you and
it was supposed to be he and I, and like I'm sitting there. I got there about, what time did the movie start? Like 10 o'clock. And I got there at 9:45, order my stuff. The movie starts, lights go down. I see they asses stumbling down the aisle. I go, oh no, please tell me that's not Corey. No, it's Corey, Mia, and the two friends from San Francisco.
Well, no, one from Canada.
One from Canada, yeah.
Oh, well, the Canadians should have loved it, right?
Yeah. In fact, that's why he wanted to see. Somehow we got drunk and smoked out a little bit at his place. We're like, let's go see Yoga Hosers. And he was just kind of like, hey, it's about Canada. I want to go too.
I mean, this movie's just, it's 88 minutes of making really bad Canadian
Well,
jokes.
you know, man, I'll tell you, Martin, hold back. We got you. Just hold back. We got you.
He's in suspense, man.
I know
Come
we
on.
got you, brother.
I can't take it no more.
Yo, hold back, bro. Hey, buckle in, Martin. One of the things that happens early on in the movie is that Kevin Smith, before anything really takes off into this really weird area, Kevin Smith actually kind of captures the spirit of Clerks in a way. This stars, when we say nepotism, this stars his kid, Harley Quinn Smith, and Johnny Depp's kid, Lily Rose Depp. And a lot of people, they would normally get mad about that. But I got to say, I think the girls at the beginning of the movie didn't bother me. I actually found them kind of funny. And the reason why is because the movie kind of captured the spirit of Clerks at the beginning.
You know they call the manatee a sea cow? Moo! I'm utterly underwater, eh? Moo! Moo, eh?
That's her underwater cow. It's hysterical.
That is funny. Come on, Wayne.
Moo! 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 I'm a loser! Eh?
You know what? I was
I gotta stop you.
What?
That's the good part.
Yeah, that's what endeared you to them. I'll give you one thing about them. Their chemistry works well because they are friends. But outside of that, no, there's nothing else redeeming about
That
this.
is so annoying.
Martin, that was the good part.
You can tell from right there, it's shot coherently. It actually looks like well lit, and their colors are hyper saturated. But again, outside of that, that's it.
Yeah, Martin, that was the fucking good part.
And that's at the beginning?
And that's
Yeah.
at the beginning. That's 5 minutes into the movie. And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, that kid, yeah, fuck you. Because this movie, from that point on, see, look, here's the deal.
Oh my
To
God.
catch you up real quick, the Colleens, you're like, who the fuck are these Colleens besides being the kids of famous people? Well, the Colleens had one of the bright spots in Tusk. It was like, and
No, they didn't.
it was only, for me it did, it was only 2 seconds in that movie.
How far is Bifrost from here?
It's about 2 hours from here.
It's about 2 hours away.
I hate American guys.
Now, say what you will about that, but you know what? That's early on. That's a chuckle. That's a decent chuckle at best. And that's 2 fucking seconds. Kevin Smith is taking that 2 seconds and stretch it out into an hour and a half movie. This shit is nothing but Canadian jokes. It is nothing but, it's nothing but, hey, Canadians talk funny, don't they? I mean, and most of it's not even like a large array of the Canadian language,
Right.
or at least like they got different language, but our Canadian slang, or how they are their accent.
Yeah.
It's
and
it's,
boot.
it's based on 2 words, a and boot, and really just one. Most of the movies, people that's their joke about Canadians. They say boot a lot.
Sorry, boot that. Sorry, boot that. Sorry, boot that.
You're like, God damn, we get it. Canadians talk funny to you.
And they say sorry a lot.
And they say sorry a lot, which, okay, you know what? That's what you think about. Like, I never thought you could be racist against Canadians, but Kevin Smith can.
He found a way.
He found a way. I give him that much. I'm like, God damn, what do Canadians do to you, man? The actors are I'm sure if they had a better director, even the Colleens, it would be a much more fun film. There's even one guy that I like in the movie, man. The guy that's the crush, Austin Butler, the guy that look, the character's no good because it's not written that well, but I could see this character being funny under a different script or under a different director.
Hunter Calloway's here! Hunter Calloway's here! Oh my god, could you stop being so basic?
Oh, I gotta gram the shit out of this.
Suicide Squad.
The little... Where's the Pepto-Bismol?
But they do that title
Yeah,
card.
that pops up for every single character that's on the screen.
So
even people that only are in for one scene and that's it, it pops up.
So that shit pops up every 10 minutes. This is some shit that Kevin Smith smoked out and thought this is hilarious.
I've seen
And-
Scott Pilgrim.
And it's clever. Oh my God. I'm so clever with this. Kevin Smith's whole thing, besides having people talk funny because they're Canadian, is to have a bunch of Canadian puns. And really, these are things that kids would think of and think that, oh, look at me, I'm so fucking clever. A box of Lucky Charms in this is a box of Pucky Charms. It's not even Canadian stuff. other obvious puns. You know, we have Us magazine, Martin. Oh no, look, check this out. He has in this movie Them magazine. Oh my fucking God, this man's on a roll right here. And he brings characters back. I mean, he makes spectacles, like big deals out of puns, just so he could have that one particular pun. Justin Long, who was in Tusk, he was the fucking walrus in Tusk.
Yeah.
He's in this movie as another character. And that movie, that character's not in this movie because, I found a clever way to have Justin Long play a dual character in this universe. No, that character is brought back and given tons of screen time just for a Yogi Bear pun.
Wait, is he the same character?
No, he's a different character. That's what I'm saying. He's playing a dual character. It's like he has a place called Yoga Studio. Yogi Bear's yoga. Fuck it. You know what it is.
Jellystone Park, Yogi Studio with Yogi Bear.
Way too much time.
I look at that and I go like, man, an artist had to be hired to make that sign just to deliver that shitty pun.
Just for that pun. And that character is there just for that pun. That character is R to teach them yoga. By the way, it's called Yoga Hosers. Yoga really doesn't have anything to do with the movie.
So we start with Pretentious Frog. Pretentious Frog. I only eat grass-fed flies.
God damn it. See, that's another one, man. This is the review. That title card has come up 3 times already. And this is a fucking 10-minute review. You know what I mean? This is Papa Depp, Johnny Depp, who's wanting to be taken seriously now. You know, he's mad, because I want to get back into being an actor. Oh, but hey, that weakness, though, when you pull out that fake-ass nose, that facial hair, when you pull out a costume, he can't resist. He returns as Guy Lapointe, who was the detective from Tusk.
What is the broad say?
Nine.
It's like a foot-talk Nazi and it's made of bratwurst.
Are you guys tripping on the pot?
I swear to God, if we had a costume box and threw it at his ass, we'd get him on this show right here, man. That's all it would fucking take.
I need $10 million. What about these costume boxes? I'll be there in 5 minutes.
What about this fake-ass Groucho nose? I'll be right there. He's really trying to showcase the kids in ways that are so blatant, man. I remember, and you know what, look. And you got to forgive, and I'm not trying to be mean because I would never say this about these kids. And Corey said this, and he didn't mean anything. Corey was a little high at the time, but in the movie,
a little,
not enough.
Yeah.
But Corey looked over at me.
Wait, let the bus stop before you throw him under.
No, man, but because he didn't mean it. I mean, he was right to a certain extent, but there's a part these kids are singing in the movie, and I don't know if he's trying to get a singing career started for these kids or what, but Corey leans over to me because Corey just been silent the whole time. And Corey hadn't been saying anything, and then when they start singing,
But I'll be lonely without you.
Corey leaned over to me and said, "These bitches can't sing."
Those are my exact words. I was so mad, man.
That kids, I don't mean to call them bitches or anything. We were drunk.
17. They are adults in Canada. They are adults in Canada. These bitches cannot sing.
I was trying to figure out what was the bad thing he said. Oh, right, he called them bitches. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah. You gotta have that right. It might have been look, this might have been a joke. This might have been a joke in the film. Maybe that is the joke that they can't sing, and they're being the Colleens thinking that they're better than they really are.
You know it's you, babe. Whenever I
But goddamn,
By the way, that's the 3rd song in the movie.
Oh no, come on.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Oh yes, and there's more after that.
Oh yeah, no, he ain't like, man. Hey, Martin, brother. And I don't even know how you kept your contact high, but
It woke you up.
I got sober real quick. I got sober real quick, man. Shit, I was trying to smoke his shirt in the middle of the fucking movie. I can't take this shit, man. I mean, it's, when you watch this shit right here, it is maybe this is a joke, but it's still like you can see Kevin Smith just standing on the side looking at his girl.
Like, yeah,
look at
baby.
He's like,
my baby can sing.
yeah, exactly. Go on, Harley Quinn. He's dressed like the Joker and shit. Yeah. But it's like Kevin Smith, you can see him on the side just being so proud. Again, it's like that guy watching his kids do a recital, and he's like, "Oh, my girl." Everybody's like, "Oh, fuck."
Mouthing the words along with it.
Yeah, and all the other parents are like, "Man, shut this motherfucker up."
Usually they don't charge $12 to go see a recital, though.
I think look, I'm not gonna be mean. I think both these girls are talented because I think for I mean, being able to be in this bullshit.
Based on what?
Well, look, I mean, you have to see the whole movie, Martin, because I'm looking at this and I'm like, because I'm looking at him like, hey,
look,
Marty, I ain't seen it. Look, I none, because you ready to just argue this to argue.
No,
I.
We know that's never going to happen, then I'm not going to see this movie.
Exactly.
Never.
I know.
Never, ever. If I'm in a hospital bed and you turn this on, I'm going to yank out my catheter.
Oh, no, bro. You just gave me some ideas. I'm tying your ass down, and we're going to enjoy yoga hoses together, man.
I will twist my neck until it snaps.
Be like $1 Million Baby. You chew your tongue off and shit.
It's an adrenaline shot, Martin. Here you go.
You look. This is where him and I gonna disagree. I think the girls, they show promise. I mean, it's not a good movie. This is a really bad place to judge them. Harley Quinn Smith mugs a little more than Lily Rose Depp. She has to play the straight person, and because of that, I see where their talent can shine in a different project. I mean, that's just me. I think they actually hold up what is a terrible movie, and I will never watch again. They hold up that movie as much as they can. Even Kevin Smith at one time says, "Yeah, I'm not that good of a director, but
no shit."
But all these fans is just kind of like, "Oh no, you are, Kevin. We love you.
You speak for us.
Yeah,
the losers.
You make a movie that speaks about my generation. That generation just left your ass behind."
And by the way, the guy you're looking up to is playing the Bratzies in this movie. Kevin Smith is the sausage Nazi.
Oh yeah. He's playing the role of the multiple sausage Nazis. They just duplicate his ass in Photoshop. So it's nice. It's in the movie. Here's the thing that also gets me, man. It does not belong on the big screen. I'm not even saying that because I'm saying the movie's bad. The movie is fucking cheap. It is cheap. That thing right there, that looks like a mascot at Chuck E. Cheese, man. That thing is so whimsy. I mean,
what is that thing?
It's the climax creature.
It's the boss.
When you see,
they took some shit from the old Ninja Turtles movie and just taped it together. And there's a costume.
When you see better costumes at Comic-Con, man, with that kids with no money made, and this dude supposedly has a budget, that is horrible. And it's not just that. I mean, you have to get right down to the part with the Bratzies, because when you do that, you'll see, look at the effects right here. You see that, man?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be sauerkraut. They just.
Oh, is that what that's supposed to be?
Yeah.
This is 90s visual effects right here, man.
It's like MS Paint.
Yeah, all of this stuff. They just took a flat image or some particle effects and just stretch it or enlarge it or scale it. Seriously, the only thing that I can say about Kevin Smith, and that's not even a good excuse, is that he really is trolling. I mean, there's no way he can look at this shit on when he's actually about to put this out on the big screen himself and say that this looks good. This is a fucking joke. If you're gonna joke around with people, fuck you, man. There are people out there. There's another thing that pisses me off. There are people out there who make fan films with decent to great effects.
Sure.
And the shit just sitting up there on YouTube, man. Mm-hmm. Just waiting for Hollywood to take a look. Just waiting for somebody to give this person their big shot. Meanwhile, Kevin Smith is making 90s sitcom intros and making them a whole fucking movie, and they make the big screen. There's no goddamn justice in this world right now. If I was somebody who was in college to be a filmmaker, I'd fucking shoot myself, man. So looking at this shit, I would be so depressed. I was like, there's no chance I'm gonna ever make it in this business, because I don't get it.
It's not in the top 5 or the top 10 or the top 20. It's not even in the top 60.
Martin, it is there. It is there on the screen, and I saw it.
We went to the only screening in Austin. It was only one showing, and there was only maybe 7 people there?
There were about 7 people in there.
At 10 p.m. at night?
It was 11:30.
11:30.
11:30 at night.
There was 7 people in there when I came in. I feel shitty for bringing 6 more people in there to fill the theater. And I want the dude. I ain't gonna lie.
We got like 13 movie theaters in town. It's only showing in 2 places.
Yep.
And the other one's in Pflugerville, so that's not even in Austin.
Yep.
There's one showing of this, and 7 or 8 people showed up for it.
Yep. And then he's gonna have the nerve to sit up here and blame critics. Blame critics for some shoddy ass filmmaking that you did. And you think you have the right. Don't bitch like that. Don't be a bitch like that, man.
It's funny how he's one of those guys who gets mad at critics. Like, man, they're just really out to get me for no reason.
Yeah, like
other than my output, the shitty movie I made. But other than that, they're just on me.
At this point, he's just been catering to his fans so long that you motherfuckers have stunted him. half of you guys take the blame for this shit because y'all sat up here for years. And Martin, you've been doing the same thing for years. We've been saying.
Don't put this
no,
on me.
I'm putting you, no, Martin, no, I'm putting it on you. You did the same thing. When we were sitting up here talking about for years how, yeah, man, Kevin Smith, Clerks, Chasing Amy, good films, man, but all these other films, I just feel like he's kind of, catering to his fans and not really growing. These movies are not that good. And all these people just kept saying, oh, man, you don't know what you're talking about. You see, you're not a fan like I am. I'm just a fan, man. I support. And I'm like, well, what are you supporting? He's like, man, God spoke to me, man. Hey, if you're not a Kevin Smith fan, you just don't get it, man. And I'm just kind of like, okay, all right then, fine. If you enjoyed, who am I to say your opinion is wrong? Mm-hmm. But now, these fucking fans that have grown, that have supported him all these years, if you notice, you see more articles on the internet saying, what happened, Kevin Smith? All these fans that defended him before, and there's still some diehards, but all these fans that defended him before, they're kind of easing out and gone, man. They've grown up a little bit.
Sure.
And the new fans that are, at least the new generation that are coming up, they're like, the fuck is this? These kids are coming like, you guys were into this?
Yeah.
And, so now that these fair weather fans that were so loyal at one time, now they're gone, and now these kids are coming up and they're just kind of like, yeah, I guess it's okay, or it's some bullshit. Now he's stuck with nothing. But sure. Who said that?
Mike McAllister.
Krishna.
Yeah, these guys have been the diehards.
I funded Kevin Smith's shitty movie.
Wow.
Come here.
You need to beat his ass.
Yeah. Blanket party.
Come here. You sit on the fucking floor. Okay. That's what you deserve.
And you Indian style.
Indian style too.
He is Indian.
and you know what? I'll get with you in a minute. I'm like somebody's daddy. My daddy got mad at me one time and made me sit up there and watch him eat dinner, and then he cussed me out after. You just stay there and wait. I'll get to you in a minute, goddammit. You did this shit. You the reason why I'm at Yoga Hose 11:30 on fucking Friday night. But at first I said, man, this is just lazy pothead humor. But then that would be insulting to somebody like Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Because Seth Rogen smokes weed and comes up with actually thoughtful shit. I mean,
coherent movie.
Seth Rogen did way more with sausages in his movie than Kevin Smith ever did in this goddamn Yoga Hosers right here.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a fucking shame, man. This movie right here. It's a shame because this is a guy who's just been in his own world for years and has taken his shortcomings out on the fucking world and has not improved at all. Tell these people something. I'm about to lose my shit over here, man. I'm about to lose my fucking mind over here. You better tell these people.
This movie is a mess, man. I wish there was something that I could say. Like I said, the only thing the moment was it looked like it was shot decently and it was lit well. And that's the best thing you can say about a movie. That's not a good sign. I kind of felt the whole time in this movie that Kevin Smith was watching this like, wow, I've made good work. I'm an amazing director. I'm accomplished now. And no, you're not, buddy. You fucked this all up. This is a fuck you movie for me, man.
Oh. You goddamn right about that.
You don't give it a matinee, though.
Hell,
right?
You fuck you is what I'm going to say first.
I did not think there was going to be another movie that I would hate more than 50 Shades of Black, and this did it.
This did it. When you trump Marlon Wayans for me, you have fucked up, sir. You have fucked up. And you know what? And I said I wasn't going to come here and get mad, but you motherfucking, because I hear it right now. I feel it coming off of you from down there. You fans out there are already the ones who are still there, because I see in the goddamn comment sections, you sat up here saying, oh, well, you know what, man? You just don't get it. You're just hating because it's fashionable to hate Kevin Smith. You're just getting on the bandwagon. Shut up, boy. And
reach back and slap him.
Shut your ass up.
Oh, by the way, he brings up critics saying the movie is going to be bad in the movie.
Yeah, I heard that.
The climax of the movie is him pointing his finger at critics, and the fans out there saying, and he's right, because Kevin Smith at one time said, oh, because you don't pay for movies, you have this holier-than-thou attitude, and you're a snob, and you're just ready to come in and look down on films.
Well, you guys paid.
That's the thing about it. I paid for this shit. I paid coming in ready to have a good time. I paid $11.22. I know how many cents I paid. I paid $11.22 for me. I paid $11.22 for my girlfriend. My fiance, I'm sorry. I paid $11.22 for her fucking friends because I was drunk and high. I thought we would have a good time. I paid for because one of the dudes was Canadian. I said, well, let me do you a favor, man. And then
Here's something to laugh about.
I paid $11.22 for him. I owe you, by the way.
Yeah, you do.
But it's coming. I paid almost $50 for this movie out of my pocket to come in and give it a fair shake. I paid $50 to say fuck you then. This movie is the worst goddamn film I have seen, not this year, but also the year before that. And congratulations, Kevin Smith. This is the worst fucking film that I've seen in the last 3 years. It probably wouldn't be that bad if it wasn't on the big screen. But somehow, you yank somebody's dick to get it up there.
Man, it ain't no screen small enough to make this movie good. Nah, dude. I don't care wherever you watch this. This is bad. If this came on for TV for free, you'd call and be like, what the hell are y'all doing up here at CBS?
Maybe if it was on a black and white TV in a shop across the street and you were sitting at a bus stop.
I'd burn that store down. How dare they have that shit playing?
Both him and I would get a Molotov cocktail and just throw it through that shit, man.
They'd be like, you know what? We kind of deserve this.
I think it's so funny that you took a Canadian to see this.
And I'm gonna,
it's like somebody taking you to see Birth of a Nation. Not the new one, the old one.
And let me tell you something. He sat up there and just laughed the whole time.
And you just sitting there grinding your teeth.
And if Corey, I swear to God, if Corey Goodman wasn't between us, I would have choked the shit. We would have had there would have been a dead Canadian on that floor, along with the popcorn and candy that was down there.
That was the most I've ever been embarrassed in a movie theater between all of them. Mia's talking, the other Turkish girl in there is talking, he's laughing, he comes in there high and drunk as shit, and I'm like, oh my God, this is just gonna end poorly. And then a god awful movie comes on. Like, this is the end of this is Ragnarok. That's it.
Yeah, you know what? My recommendation for all you people who are too drunk to fucking drive home at the end of the night when you're at the bar, put on yoga hoses at the bar. Everybody will sober the hell up, man.
So it's so bad it's good.
It's closing time.
No, man, it ain't good. Don't you ever use that word.
It's a closing time movie when you want people to go turn this shit on.
You want the party to end.
Oh, yeah.
People to go home.
Stop fucking with me. No.
They asked, because I think y'all went out afterwards. They're like, hey, Corey, you want to go out? I said, no, I just want to go home, man. I'm good.
I went home and crawled under the covers, man.
Now, okay, you guys keep saying this, but you're not fans. Krishna's a fan.
I'm a fan.
Get your ass up.
Hey, if you a fan, why was you not at the screening? Everybody else in Austin was.
I'm fucking with you, Corey.
This is, brother.
Okay.
Brother, look at me, brother. Brother, this is not the time. This is not the time to be fucking with me like this. Okay. No, hell no. Oh, you want to get him in the face? No, you might kill him, man.
Are we done here?
Get your ass back over there. GameFly brings to your house, to you, over 8,000 new releases and classics that are available to rent, or you can buy them for almost every system out there, current and some old systems. Like I said, man, I've been trying to put my GameCube back to work for years. GameFly has given me an excuse to do that. And you can even try 30 days for free by typing in gameflyoffer.com/double toasted. And when you do that, you'll get 30 days for free of games and movies. Get all those things, all of them at once. Just stay in the house. Don't go nowhere because they're all going to get brought right to your mailbox. You can also bring the element of surprise every month to your home in the form of a Loot Crate mystery box. In that box, I can't tell you what it is, but I can guarantee you it is the best in geek and gaming gear. Some people say it's like having Comic-Con brought right to your home. You don't have to leave the house for nothing. You're getting all kind of stuff. And everybody likes a little surprise every month, just a little bit. And here's another surprise for you. You know, if you go to our link, trylootcrate.com/double toasted, and you type in bridge 10, that's the word bridge and the number 10, you can get 10% off, a 10% discount on your first crate. How's that for a surprise right there? Loot Crate, bring the mystery and the surprise to your mailbox once a month with Loot Crate. Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel and go over to our home, doubletoasted.com, for more videos and live streams. And remember, stay toasty.